Part of the process of planning the new acute care centre is integrated facility design. IFD is integrated facility design, and it's a process that we're using in pre-construction for the building of our new acute care centre. Integrated facility design workshop or weeks involve bringing the teams together to then look at the plans that have been developed to date, mock those up so they're done on a large scale with cardboard to the level of the patient rooms, the support areas, the family areas, everything. So those are all mocked up by floor. And what the teams do during the week then are walk through the flows, so the flows of patients and families, the provider flows, the flows of equipment, medications, supplies and information. We walk through those flows and make sure that the way we have planned the layout actually works. What we also have the opportunity to do during those weeks is to modify or change the layout to reflect the work that we've been doing. We are looking to create efficiencies, but also really improving on our quality and safety. So we want to make sure, for instance, that we maximize sightlines. So what we really want to do is to make sure, for instance, if we need an area where we're critically monitoring patients, that we can see the patients and visualize them. So this allows us to mock that up and to see if in actual fact how many rooms we can visualize at one time. Does the equipment flow around the unit? And what I mean by that is, can you actually move a bed or a stretcher through this area? What about transportation of supplies? So can supplies move through this area? Where are the elevators located? It really is about adjacencies and how things move through the areas or floors.
The first time I walked in, it took my breath away and made me proud to work here and realize that we are taking a step and going in a direction for the design of a new children's hospital that no one has ever done before. And I'm proud to be breaking that kind of ground.
We put on paper what we thought was the absolute perfect design. So when we came in on Monday to the first build and walked through it, we were shocked. It wasn't going to work. So if we'd have followed the traditional method, we would have built what we'd done on paper that we honestly thought was perfect. So we were quite stunned as a team and relieved that we'd done this process.
There's really nothing like actually physically walking through an area and feeling how long it takes to get from one place to another. When you look at a piece of paper, you don't really realize or have a sense of the immense size of this new building, and it's really quite a shocking experience to actually walk through the entire area.
What makes all the difference in the world, it's like reading a book or going to the place you're reading about. From one dimension to three dimension, and as we look out into this warehouse and we can actually walk down hallways and look around what's the next corner, it makes all the difference in the world.
It's been invaluable. The idea that I can take a look in basically real size and actually walk through the department, which is really huge, I have a much better idea of the scope of what we're dealing with. And you learn so much more by doing that than by actually trying to figure something out on a page.
For me, I want to see everything that's going on. I think it's just really interesting, and I think it's important to early on to be able to have a voice and say what we think works and doesn't work.
I've seen firsthand that as people come through and make suggestions, the next day these walls incorporate their suggestions. So it is one person, one vote, and it matters.
I learned how much time and attention has been given to the kind of space that we need and to improving our facility for kids and families and staff.
If I bring my shovel to work every day, doesn't really matter much. But if all of us bring our shovels to work every day, we can move mountains, and that's really what this is all about. It's building the best mountain we possibly can.